Hi, this is Ian Magaha. I'm doing coding set 2. Sorry for it being late. Starting off with problem 1, we're going to want to head and go and write a program that calculates the credit card balance after 1 year if a person only pays the 2% minimum monthly payment required by the credit card company. So for each month, we need to calculate statements on the monthly payment and remaining balance. At the end of the 12 months, print out the remaining balance. Be sure to print out no more than 2 decimal digits of accuracy. Please test your code with the balance of 5,000, and we have an annual interest rate of 0.18. So first, what I wanted to do was I wanted to work in decimals because we have, let's see, says that it should be no more than 2 decimal digits of accuracy. So there's 2 ways I could have done this. This way isn't perfect for sure. But I am I I'm importing decimal in so I can change the amount of digits that we're rounding to, I believe. Hold on. Let's see. I changed it to 7. Yeah, so just the amount of digits that each number will have, and I'm setting that to 6 because I know that this is how I'm cheating a little bit. I know that the dollar amount for all of the numbers in the output I'm going to get, there's going to be 4 spaces for the dollar amount. It's all going to be 4 digits, and then because I know that, there's going to be 2 digits for cents, so I know that I can have 6 digits. Let's say my balance was $500 though. Then I'd get 3 digits in decimal, which we really don't want. So technically, what I have right here, it just being 6. Obviously, I can change this to 5, but I mean that's not really good coding for long term, I guess. I could definitely, if I had to have numbers that only had 3 digits for the dollar amounts, I would, and I'd probably just use the round function. Sorry, I'm rambling a little bit, but I could definitely just use the round function. So when I go to print, I could just do round and then put balance in, comma 2, and that would just round to 2 decimal places. What I don't like about that though is that if they weren't in decimals, then, or if I wasn't using decimal here, then it wouldn't display a 0. Like let's say we have 5,010 cents. It would only display 5,000.1 and not 5,000.10. And I don't particularly like that. Let me show it real quick. I'll delete each decimal right there and I'll run it again. And yeah, so when we have, 0.5 and there's no like, it's not 51 cents, it's not 52 cents, it's just 50 cents. Then there's not 2 decimal spots, and I don't particularly like that. So I am going to use decimal instead, which I looked up and seems like that's particularly what you should do when um, when you're working with dollar amounts. It's just better than using floats, is what I read. There may be a way to use decimal, so even if I only had 3 digits for whole dollar amounts, it'd still be fine. I don't know what that solution would be. So we are going to have 6 digits in all of our answers, is what I've decided for my solution so far. So let's actually get into it. So obviously we're going to have a balance of 5,000. We're going to have an annual interest rate. It's going to be 18%, which is 0.18. We're going to pay 2% each month. So our monthly payment rate is going to be 0.02. And I have 0 here. I actually don't think I need this. Yeah, let's run it. Make sure I don't. Yeah, I didn't need that. All right. So first, we're gonna have a. I'm blinking right now. Basically, a function called pay bill, where we're gonna have a certain balance. We're gonna input a certain balance, and then input a certain monthly payment rate, and then it will return what the new balance will be after making the monthly payment. So it's going to return balance minus balance times monthly payment rate. Great. And that's just like, let's say you start with 5,000 and your monthly payment rate is 0.02 like this. It's going to go balance times monthly payment rate, which is 0.02. So that's going to be 5,000 times 0.02, which is going to give you 100. So it's going to go 5,000 minus 100, and that's going to give you 4,900. I can show you that if I do this. We're going to go print pay bill, and then our balance is going to be our variable that we already set as balance, and our monthly pay rate is just going to be our monthly pay rate that we've already have a variable for. Sorry, I didn't need to put that space there. So if we check that, it's going to give us this 49,000 right there, because like I said, 5,000 minus 1,000 is going to be 4,900, not 49,000, sorry. Anyway, so that is how that works. Why am I printing balance here? I don't need to do that. Yeah, so we have pay bill. So then I want another function which is called balance calculator, and that is going to take two inputs. It's going to take your balance, and it's going to take the amount of months that you want to check if you make that minimum monthly payment. What will my balance be after those months? So we're gonna have a loop here. It's gonna be a for loop for I in range of input months because we want to pay that many months. We're gonna go balance is gonna equal to pay bill. So we're gonna first pay it off. Then we're gonna calculate the interest, which is just gonna be balance times the annual interest rate divided by 12, because it's over 1 month. It's not over a year, so we divide it by 12. And then our balance overall is going to be the balance after paying your bill plus interest. And then to test it, I'm just printing balance each time. I definitely don't think I have to do that. But so actually, I think if I take print balance here, we're only supposed to print one time. And so I don't think this would actually change our variable balance. I'm going to try to print the balance after running that and see. We should get 4691. So expected is 4691.11. No, okay. How would I fix that? So I'm thinking I definitely could do this without, having this balance calculator. I could just do it in a for loop outside of defining, but I like the idea of defining a function and just having a function do it where you input the balance and the input months. I mean, I could definitely do this. I can say if I equals to input months. I hope this is actually how this is supposed to work. We print balance. Would that work? I don't know if this is the best solution. Let's see if it is a solution though. Huh. Is it input months -1? Yeah, okay. That'd be input. Oh, yeah, because I starts at 0. Okay, all right, got it. So it'd be if I is equal to input months -1, then go ahead and print the ballots. So that would work. And like we said, the expected value is going to be 46.91 and 11 cents. So specifically, what are we? Let me pull it up. Make sure I specifically print the correct thing. I'm pulling this up in Canvas and the assignment task. See Canvas. Sorry, this is taking me a moment. All right, we're specifically supposed to just print out. Let's go remaining balance. And then I don't know if that works. I might have to put a comment. Yep. All right, cool. And then let me remove this space. Yeah, okay. So remaining balance is 46.91.11. Awesome. So let me take out printing balance. I wonder if there's a better solution than what I did, but I guess my solution is my solution. Is there anything I would want to make better here? Interest. I mean, I could. I could make another function just to add interest, but I don't really think it's worth. This is fine. I mean, if I want to, sure, let's just do it. Just for fun. Let's just do it for fun. Let's define another function. Define, let's say, add interest. And we're going to take a balance and a annual interest rate. And not define. Why did I type out define? Sorry. Okay, so here, and then I need an indentation right there. Here, we can just say that we can return balance plus, well, hold on. Probably go, this might, or say monthly, why do I keep adding spaces? Interest rate is going to be equal to annual interest rate divided by 12. I'll put this in parentheses just in case. It's going to be balance times monthly interest rate. And well, let's just see if it works, right? So balance is going to be equal to add interest balance, comma, annual interest rate. So make sure that's right. Hopefully that still works. And it is still 46.91. Hold on, there is no reason to have this interest rate here. You know what, honestly, and I don't even have to do that. Well, hold on, do I have to do that? Pay bill. So I'm thinking about combining these lines into one line. But the problem is that the balance that I'm inputting into add interest is the balance from here and not the balance from here, like the input into the balance calculator. So I don't think it's going to work, but we can just say plus and do not think it's going to work. I mean, I could do something really silly where I the first input I could do pay bill inside of add interest, but I don't really want to. I could do that, but that just seems silly. I might just keep it as two different lines and it'd be fine. Okay, I'll delete this line for now. I'm probably going to add it back because it's not going to work. Definitely did not work. It's very interesting. What number is this? Hold on. Huh. That is, I knew it wasn't going to work, but that's a very interesting number. All right. Well, anyway, we knew that wasn't going to work. So just add that back and take that out. I'll keep it as two different lines. Like I said, I could do add interest and then do pay bill, balance, monthly payment rate inside of the argument, but I'm not going to do that. I am not going to do that. And just for fun here, I'm going to say do debug. Oh, sorry, hold on. I do if debug equal 1. If debug equal 1, I could print go month, and then probably do I plus 1, and then and balance is just balance. Should just be balance, right? So I should print it out every time. Month 1 and balance is oh, I put balance calculator. What? Oopsies. Yeah. All right. So yeah, if I just want to see each month, each breakdown, I can do it like that. Is there anything else I would want to do the code? So now we have a debug. So we can just, if we're interested, we can see what it is each time. 691.11. Is there anything else I would want to do? I mean, this should be correct. I'm under the impression that it is correct. Because I know the expected value for the expected value after 12 months should be 4691.11. I mean, I could try. We could do 13 months instead. 4,666.25. Makes sense, right? Yeah, should be it. All right. Well, that's my solution. So just to wrap things up, we have a balance going to be 5,000. We have an annual interest rate, which is going to be 18%. We have a monthly payment rate. We're paying 2% off every month. We're also going to be able to debug if we like to. If it's 1, debug's going to be on. If it's 0, debug's going to be off. Let me test that to make sure that works. That does work. So I'll turn it back on just because, and I'll change the month down here and the input to 12. All right. We're defining a function called paybill. It's going to take a balance and it's going to take a monthly payment. With those balance and the monthly payment, it's going to return the balance minus the monthly payment, which if you are using 5,000 and a monthly payment rate of 2%, it's going to be 5,000 minus 100. So that's just going to be 4,900. We're going to have a function called add interest that we're defining. It's going to take in a balance and it's going to take an annual interest rate. It's going to take that annual interest rate. It's going to make it into a monthly interest rate, and it's going to return the balance plus the balance times the monthly interest rate, which, I mean, this is essentially equaling interest. So it's just balance plus the monthly interest. Then we are going to define a function called balance calculator. It's going to take your balance that you're starting with. It's going to take the amount of months that you want to see after you pay for that many months. What will your balance be? So we're for I in range of the amount of months that you're paying off. We're going to have balance is going to equal to the balance after you pay your bill, and then the ending balance is going to be balance is equal to well, we run our add interest function, and what our add interest function is, it's going to take the balance after paying bill, and then it's just going to add the monthly interest on it. And then if we have our debugging on, each month it will print out, or every time we go through the loop, it'll print the month that we're on, and it's going to give what our balance is. And then if we've basically gone through the loop each time, the last time we go through the loop, it's going to print out the remaining balance is whatever the last balance is going to be. So after we run our balance calculator function, taking in our balance of 5,000, which we initialized up here as 5,000, and we are doing it over 12 months, we get, oh yeah, sorry, I still have the debugging on. I was just expecting the remaining balance, but we get that when everything's all said and done, that the remaining balance is going to be 4691.11. So, and let me turn debug off. And all we print out is a remaining balance is 4691.11 as expected. So I appreciate you watching, and I will be doing problem number 2 very shortly.